What's up YouTube? For tonight's video, we have a full Minior team. Okay, so this is one I've been wanting to do ever since Sun and Moon and all the Pokemon actually got announced. Now, Minior is a really cool Pokemon. It comes in 7 different forms, and including the Meteor one as well as the 6 other colors. Alright guys, leave your theme team suggestions in the comment section below. The highest thumb up comment will be the winner, or you could be picked for a Mystery Monday. Okay, so I'll walk you through all the different sets I had on these ones. This was against a Serpent on my Pimp Chat. If you do want to battle me, you can check that out in the description and the annotation on the screen. Alright, so I'm leading with my Minior, blue core. Now this set was rather interesting. I had a Sandstorm in this, I had Stealth Rock, I had Explosion, and I had Stone Edge on this. Now I had max attack and max health. Now if you don't know with Minior, it's got the shields down ability. Now that gives it a lot more bulk until it hits half health damage, and then its form will actually change. It will break out of that, and its shields down will activate, and then it will be a more sweeping style form. So it'll become less bulky, but its stats will definitely be buffed. Okay, so I just get the explosion off there on the opposing Lurantis there. So that was really good. I got the Stealth Rocks up, and I got the explosion off. So a very perfect start there with that one. That was kind of like my lead one with this one. I had to come up with all these different sets. Now, however, I know there are 7 there's 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, one of them I couldn't actually use, so I did feature that one in the bloopers as well. Alright, so we have there a Ranguru coming in here. Now, I'm swapping in my Violet one. Now, this is a Choice Band set. I'm actually running max speed and max attack on this one with the Choice Band there, going for the U-turn. Now, I had Explosion on this, U-turn, Earthquake. I'm trying to think of the other moves, just a coverage move really there. Those are the main attacks. I'd say I would have had probably Rock Slide or Stone Edge there. Okay, so swapping in my yellow Minior now. Now, this was a rather interesting set. Okay, so I got the Nasty Plot boost on the Rangu, so I needed to get, and really needed to get rid of this guy. Okay, so we had leftovers as well. Now, on this set, this was a really trolled, gimmicky set. So this was a rollout set with Cosmic Power, Rest, Chesto Berry, and I think it had Confuse Ray, so I was going to try and confuse them, get my Cosmic Powers up, then spam, trying to sweep someone with rollout. It's a very trolly set there, of course, but I had to add a couple of them in this team. Like, I had some quite solid sets, and then I had a couple of gimmick sets too to make up the whole team. Alright, so I'm going for the rollout here again. It's starting to boost in power. As you know, rollout gets more powerful, continue your turns, going up to 5. However, if you do miss, it loses its power. Alright, so I'm going to go down there. Unfortunately, since I'm locked into rollout there, not too much success with that set on this team. In one battle, it was pretty good. Actually managed to get up to like 4 or 5 rollouts, and it was hitting like a truck. Okay, so swapping in my Violet core again now. I'm just going to go for a U-turn here again. I thought to go for a different move, maybe just a swap here. But I thought, nah, I'm just going to go for U-turn again. Even if the Rangu does a swap out of that, I can just scout whatever comes in. Okay, so we have the Arcanine coming in here. That's going to intimidate me, and also U-turn is going to be very effective. But I do have the Stealth Rocks on the field, so that's going to be really good there. And a little bit of U-turn damage. I was pretty happy with that one. Alright. So I was thinking, what was the best swap in here? Now, I swapped in my orange core. Now, this was a rather interesting set. So, as you see, obviously, when you swap them in at the start, they definitely go down into their Meteor. It's called the Meteor form there. Alright, so we have a special Arcanine here. It's going to go for the Solar Beam. It's got the Power Herb there. As soon as I seen Solar Beam, I guessed that one. Now, since this form is quite defensive, I do take that rather well, and I'm able to get the Rock Tomb off on this set. Now, this is a support set. I'm running this one as a max health, max defense set. I've got Rest, Sleep, Talk, Rock Tomb, and Toxic. The idea is there to fire off the Rock Tombs, mainly on frail, fast sweepers, trying to cause a swap, and then I can heal myself and just doing some damage with Rocky Helmet there too, and resting up there. Now, if your form does break too, and you do use Rest, your form will actually come back to Meteor form, which is a rather interesting thing. So you don't stay in your more sweeping sort of style stats form. Alright, so Rangu's got to come back in here. Rock Tomb actually misses, doesn't have the greatest accuracy in the world, so I'm going to get hit by the Psychic there. That's going to break my... Oh, I'm also going to get a special defense drop there too. Okay, so I needed to take this thing out. I wasn't confident that I could do it because I didn't have any attack EVs, but I thought, whatever. I had Toxic too, so I considered using that in case it, it did actually miss. But I thought it was in good enough range anyway, just to go for the Rock Tomb. Alright, so going for Rock Tomb there, it's going to miss there. Low base power, and this, as I said, this didn't have any attack EVs anyway. So I'm going to go down to the Orangu's Psychic. I like how it does the little fan animation with its leaf. Okay, so I needed to take this out. I did have my Violet one already, and I didn't think that they would actually risk swapping out any Pokemon to get Stealth Rock damage, because it's already in a very weakened state here. Okay, so going for the U-turn again here. That was my... I really wanted to conserve this thing to later. There was a Pokemon I was actually quite worried about, so at this point I was thinking it's going to be quite handy later. Alright, so U-turning there, getting rid of the Orangu finally there, which is good. It's actually a pretty even game at the moment. 3 Pokemon on each side remaining and 3 down. Alright, so swapping in my Red Core now. I just love how they move around. I'd say my favourite one is probably... I quite like the blue one. The purple one's pretty cool too. Okay, so we have the Marowak Alola coming in here. I'd see this thing all the time. Now, I've got... this is a special set. This is pretty cool. Okay, so I've got on this one Charge Beam. I've got Ancient Power. So I can try and go for that scumbag chance that never happens when you get a +1 and everything. And I actually got that one battle, but it just... Yeah, I got walled really, really hard, unfortunately, there by a special defense wall, even with a boost. Okay, so I'm going to get my shields down there from the Alola Marowak. Now, here I'm going to go for the Ancient Power too. I think I had Hidden Power on this. I didn't get the greatest Hidden Power, but it was still quite viable. Okay, so that's going to take out the Marowak Alola there. I'm just looking forward to when I can get Pokebank, because the bulk of my Pokemon that I bred in X and Y are all over there too. Alright, so we have the Alola Sandslash here that's going to get hit by these Stealth Rocks there. So I thought, bugger it, let's go for Ancient Power. I've got like a +1 from that Charge Beam. I may as well just go for it, and I've got a Life Orb, and that is going to take it out too. So that was good. I knew that it wouldn't be super bulky in its special defense too, so I expected that to do a lot of damage. Alright, so this was the Pokemon I was worried about most of the battle. I was wondering when it was going to come out, but it's going to come out right at the end, which is a bit of a pain because I wanted to take care of it early on. Okay, so I'm going to get outsped here, and that T-Bolt is most certainly going to take me out. So my whole team is weak to Alola and Raichu, and it's got very good speed and very good special attack. So I was thinking about throughout the whole game, how am I going to deal with this thing. Alright, swapping my Green Core in now. Green Core does make a very, very good battle in the bloopers. Make sure you stick around for that. There's some crazy shit there. It does have a very big role to play in the bloopers. Okay, so I'm going to get one-shot it. It couldn't really do anything. It was more of a sweeping style set there. But that's all good. It does make an appearance. Alright, so my last Minior here was the Violet one, which was probably the MVP of my Minior team, doing the most work here. I went for the Earthquake here. I wasn't sure if I was going to live this one. Like, I was max health and I was max attack. I just tank on 11 health. So close there. I go for the Earthquake, and I know with the Choice Band, even with its average attacking stats at this form, it's going to take out the Raichu with the Choice Band. So crazy battle there again. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Peace out.